What's up, capoeiristas? What's up, capoeiristas? Welcome back to the second part of my conversation with Mestre Edan. This conversation was amazing. During this episode, we talk about how to understand the right stimulation for kids. Each age, each group of age has a different stimulation, so we have to understand that. We also talk about the his feedback, right, on what he sees of what we are lacking here in the States, and just listen to it. That way, if you are here if you are here here in the States, make sure you listen, because that way you can get some feedback and some ideas, open up your mind for these ideas. And we also talk about he wants to bring his system to a different country, to where there's not a lot of capoeira, or the capoeira is very small, or there's no capoeira. So to see how if his system actually works in a different place. So of course, it's about cultural stuff. And we also talk about how amazing it has been for him during all these years building the capoeira community there. It has been 200 teachers. He made 200 teachers. Can you believe that? That's crazy. That's nuts. And 10,000 students. 10,000 students building this capoeira community, making this capoeira community happen. It's crazy. It's amazing. So this person that you are listening to right now, Mestre Edan, he is the creator of this. So for him to grow capoeira that huge, it has to be something. You have to ask yourself, what is he's doing, so we can copy that here, or how. And those are questions that I ask. What is happening there? What they are doing there that we can copy here, and we can do better here, or not do better, but like replicate, right? To do the system, to open up our mind for new ideas, right? To grow our capoeira. That, I think, that's what actually matters. Doesn't matter about our ego on being like, hey, oh, that's not my school, I'm not gonna watch, or that's not my school, I don't really care, or that's not my style, I don't really care. We have to see the bigger picture. It's 10,000 students. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine a capoeira school, 10,000 students? Just imagine a capoeira bachizado of 1,000 people. Jesus, that's one little piece of what he built, right? So listen to this episode, listen to this. But first, before you go, please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget to comment below any questions. I love questions. Please stay connected with the podcast. Give me feedbacks. I want to know, what do you think about this episode? Do you get any ideas from Mr. Edan? Also, in the Capoeira YouTube channel, we have there vlogs, all the capoeira trips I've done this year. I've been vlogging, I've been recording what I've done behind the scenes, what I do to get there, to get to the trips, and who I'm traveling with, my students. I also will be vlogging my hadas, my open hadas, how I'm building my capoeira community here, or our capoeira community here in Indianapolis, because there's not a lot of capoeira here, and we have to build it. We have to make the effort, and we have to be we instructor and teachers, we have to put the work on. There's a saying that I just learned, I'm pretty sure you hear it before. We have to put our money where our mouth is, or I have to put my mouth where my mind is. So that being said, I just want to show you guys how we are building the capoeira community here, and how we are growing our capoeira community here. So if you follow there, you're going to see many videos. What you are going to see also a online capoeira online, my online class. You're going to see there many stuff. You can even see the growth, how my students have been growing from the very first Zoom class, and you can see it there, to the very last Zoom class. Go there, check it out. It's very, very fun, and it's really, really cool. If you did the class, let me know in the comments below. If you subscribe and you watch this or listen to this episode, let me know below and share with a friend, one single friend, one single friend, so we can reach out to more capoeira. Our capoeira, this is our open heart of knowledge, of information, free information for everybody, so you can get inspiration from the capoeira community to the capoeira community. All right. Thank you so much. I'm gonna hold you again. And this is your host, Instructor Kashishi from Capoeira Brazil, Indianapolis. Go check it out. Pay attention to this audio because it's going to be really cool. Or to this course. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Very, very thankful for you. Till next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace. You can understand the what they actually need. That's
we say it's a different animal. Like
100%.
3 years to 6 years old,
Yeah.
it's an animal, and 6 to 9 years old is a totally different. You talk
Yeah.
with him differently. You train him differently.
Yeah, it's so
They
crazy.
all kids like to train.
Yeah,
All kids like to train. Okay,
yeah.
but you have to give them the right stimulation.
That's
The
fine.
stimulation
Yeah,
that is needed to be given. You know.
yeah.
That's it. So that's in kids department. Now this is only part of the instructor course, but this is the part that was really critical when capoeira changed here in Israel. You know, and then we started growing the capoeiristas, and this is something that I see is lack in the States. Like in the States, there were years that capoeira was okay, or it was trendy, especially in different states. In the States, few states, capoeira was really strong, you know.
Yeah.
And then what I observing from outside, people, like there was a lack of a new blood.
Sorry,
There was a
lack
new
of what?
blood, you know.
Oh, yeah.
New people.
Yeah,
New people, put new people, and you have to grow them, grow from kids. You know, you need patience, yeah. But if you have this patience for 10 years, then from then it's like a process. You know,
yes, yeah.
every year you're gonna have a new generation of really strong teenagers that's gonna become, like
Adults, and then
students,
you
and
send them to
travel
teach.
all over the
Yeah,
states and all over the world.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
that's pretty much how we started, right? Because we started as a kid, and well, at least I started when I was 15, and then
15 is not a kid.
that's true. That's true. That's
15
true.
is not a kid. It's a teenager. Yeah, it's very different. Yeah, it's very different.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. But the thing is to have patience and to start it from 4, 5, 6 years old, and to keep him. Now, I know the system in the States is a bit different from Israel. I know they stay at like there's a really strong after school sport activities, and like this the private academies of capoeira, which is not like sports, very Olympic sport, or so I know it's more difficult. Yeah, I know it's different.
Yeah, for sure.
But I really wonder if I would live there for a few years, what I would do. You know, I would find a way to bring these kids and to put capoeira together. Yeah, I would give it a try. You know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, especially because here in the US, we usually have like the popular sports like karate, and then we have soccer and baseball, football, basketball, and then is I don't want to say hard, but it's tricky to try to keep them in capoeira, because then the parents they're gonna be the one that tell the kids where to go. So they go send them. A bunch of them stay, but big chunk of the kids they go. The parents send them to other sports.
You know, it's sometimes I tell myself I want to go to a different country, start from zero and see if I can do it, you know.
That
I
would be
have
so
here
cool.
more than 200 teachers, more than 10,000 students in
Yeah.
Israel.
Wow.
Sometimes I said I really want that. I would to try. I go to different country and see if I can do, if my system works, you know, if I
Yeah.
was lucky because it's Israel. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. Yeah. Cultural, especially cultural.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cultural thing, you know, or maybe the system really worked, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
something till I try it.
Yeah.
I will never know.
That would
Yeah.
be cool. Come to Indiana. It probably works.
Okay, bring me the papers. I come.
Here in Indianapolis, it might work. So is what would be the sports, like the popular sports there in Israel?
The you know soccer is really strong. Basketball is really strong. They are not so good, but strong. Judo is really
Wow. Oh,
thing
cool.
here in Israel, and
Oh, cool.
yeah, it's one of the strongest sports in Israel. And capoeira is giving a challenge for the judo.
Oh,
Like
wow. Really? That's
there's a
awesome.
competition between the real competition is between the judo and the capoeira. You
That's so
know,
cool.
in
Yeah.
martial arts, the capoeira is very strong, very strong. Yeah,
That's pretty cool. What is?
like you walk in the street and
Yeah.
you find a grandmother and you ask her, you know what capoeira? Yeah, my grandson's playing capoeira.
That's pretty cool. That's so
Yeah,
cool.
capoeira is really strong. Yeah.
That's really cool. What was the gap in between the very first instructor course until now? The years. When was the year?
Like the first instructor course was 99,
Oh, okay,
and,
okay. So
yeah,
21
and
years,
now
pretty
we're
much.
doing
22, like around like 22, 21 years of the
yeah,
instructor course.
yeah. But the thing is, we started doing two instructor courses in the same year, you know, because one was for
Oh,
adults, that was every weekend for 6 months,
that makes
and
sense. Okay.
one was for like teenagers, 17 years old. It was like a camp, 5 weeks, you know,
Oh, okay.
very intensive.
Yeah.
So we did quite a lot of instructor courses here already, like uh, hundreds of guys. It's part of the process. Even if
Yeah.
you're not going to teach, you're going to do the instructor course.
And it's good because that also helps the school to grow.
It's great. It's
Yeah.
something. It's something that it's a self development. You know what I mean? Parents love to send their kids for these 5 week camps, which is very. It's not cheap thing. You know, it's very
Yeah.
like this five weeks camp is about $3,000.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Okay.
5 weeks. You eat there, you sleep there in the hotel. It's like $3,000. But parents love it
That's
because
awesome.
you give your kid really values. You know something. You know how to teach. Later on, you can teach whatever you want with this. You know,
Yeah.
the knowledge of teaching here in Israel is it's very highly evaluated. If you are a parent and you have a kid that was committed into the sport of capoeira, whatever it, and then just before the arm you have opportunity to give him an instructor course, it's like a very it's something that you really want your kid to do, you know.
Yeah. That's amazing. Because and I really like too that you guys open up the course for everybody. Even it's called instructor course, but it's for pretty much for everybody to learn
Yeah.
how
Also
to
in
develop.
Israel, all groups come to this instructor course. There's a lot, like whatever group you want, you can come, and there's nothing about groups in the instructor course. Nothing to do.
100%.
And also you can bring your own style of capoeira. It's because it's how you're going to teach your own style.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah. And
you're going to teach your own style, but how are you going to teach it?
yeah, that's actually very important that you mentioned that for people listening to this, that is not about passing the information about the groups, is about, like you said, about teaching. It's not,
Yeah,
forget about groups and names and everything, but
yeah,
Mr. Cueca says something really, really good, that saying like in between the knowledge and the student, you guys created that bridge, and that's the instructor course,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is really
that's
important for us to learn that bridge and how to translate that information to the students.
yeah.
And at the beginning, how do you keep that motivation to, what was the mindset or motivation at the beginning when pretty much probably were like 5 or 10 of you guys learning capoeira? I know you guys grew pretty fast, but what was your
Yeah,
motivation behind it?
yeah. We really, really wanted to improve and to learn. I remember we used to every piece of knowledge. It's
That's
not
awesome.
like today that you can open YouTube. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
I remember one guy came back from Brazil and he filmed the roda, and we were watching this roda for 100 times, till the
that's awesome.
and so we really a group of people that were really autodidacts, you say. We analyzed. So actually most of the capoeira we learned ourselves. Where
That's pretty cool.
there was no much knowledge here, and every piece of information that came, we were like, we were so thirsty
Yeah,
that every drop that came, we were like,
ours. Yeah,
yeah.
like a desert.
And sometimes I think sometimes it's better. Sometimes there comes this guy with a lot of knowledge, and the students doesn't know what to do with it. And sometimes there's no knowledge, and this guy and everybody's going to find the knowledge and bring it together.
And share
That's what
that.
happened here.
That's so cool. Yeah, so everybody went for a search and then bring all the information and share. Hey, I learned this
Yeah,
and this and this. That's so cool.
which
That's
is
pretty
which
cool.
brings me to this story that we always tell in instructor course, that there's the three pillars of a good capoeirista. You know this story?
No.
Like the first pillar is the academy. The academy is the place to share, to learn, and to share also. It's
Huh.
a safe place
Yeah.
that you can try things, you can learn from your friends. The second place is your home. You learn something in the academy, then you have to improve it. You go home and you work hard. When you come back to the academy, it's much better and everybody can learn from it. The third place is the world. You go out and search for stuff. You search it, you bring it to your home, you train it, and then you bring it to your academy, and everybody go home and train it. And then the
That's
academy,
so
like,
cool.
so this is the three pillars. Now, if a student is stuck, you know what I mean? You're stuck.
Yeah.
He comes to you and he say, Edan, Kashishi, it's few months now that I feel that I'm stepping in the same spot. I cannot improve myself. No, this is the time you should go home and do your own training also. Don't
Yeah.
just train in my class. Go
Yeah.
home and think what you would like to train, improve by yourself. Yeah, but I do it. Okay, so you know what? This is the time you're going to travel to different states to this capoeira teacher and go for 1 month and train with him and come back and bring me some knowledge.
Yeah. That's
And
so
if
cool.
you
Yeah.
you keep on these three pillars of a capoeirista, then you're gonna improve all your life. And not only this, all the academy, all your community is gonna improve, and capoeira is gonna be very interesting.
100%. Yeah. I like
So
that. I
yeah,
like that. Yeah, especially because and I tell that to my students all the time of being like, go travel, go see the capoeira out there, because
yeah,
I'm not gonna be able to teach you everything because I don't know everything in capoeira. But if you go there and you bring it here to school, we can recycle all the information, and
exactly,
it's really cool. Yeah.
exactly,
I like
exactly.
I like the other two pillars too, because I never thought about like going home and training there, and then also there's the school itself. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Do you think it's also now coming to pretty much more like a living of capoeira, because it's going to be a point where your school gets that big that you require more time, investing more time in the school, and there's still that misconception of today's days that that we shouldn't make a living of capoeira. Do you think
Yeah, yeah.
it's
That,
important?
you know, this is an issue that many people, you know, capoeira. What you sell actually, you sell spirit.
Correct.
You sell inspiration to people, you know, and it's something that is sometimes you feel it's cheap to sell it. It's something that should be donated like a Zen master, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel like strange, like I'm actually when you teach capoeira, you don't make bread. You give spirit to people, you know, and you find sometimes you feel like weird teaching it, you know, getting money, get the living from. But then I heard this story, you know, it's a famous Zen story. This group of 5 yoga students
Okay.
that live on this mountain with their guru, and one day the guru tell them, you know, I'm gonna go down from the mountain and I finish teaching you. You learn everything that I can teach you. Now, if you want to continue learning, you're gonna have to train with a true yoga master. Yeah, we really want to meet him. Yeah, he lives in Mumbai. This is the address. So these 5 yoga students do the travel down the mountain, go to Mumbai, and search for this address. And they go to a very fancy, rich neighborhood, and they see a palace. Can it be that this is the where the yoga master lives? We just
Yeah.
came down from the mountain, and then a servant take them to see the master. The master dressed very rich guy, and he is the yoga master.
Huh.
And they tell him, you know what? We think we got wrong. It cannot be that you're a spiritual master because you're so rich and material.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, sorry, I cannot help you. I am what I am.
Yeah.
And then they go to the streets of Mumbai, and they ask for a true yoga master. And someone tell them, go to this favela, go to this place, this favela, and you're gonna find this guy, this old guy that teaches in his, you know, like small place. And they get there and they meet this old guy, and he's like what they wanted. And
Yeah.
they ask him, from who you learned. Guess what?
For no
Well,
one.
I'm a student of this guy that
Oh.
lives there in the rich neighborhood in Mumbai, which is he is the true master. When there's no conflict of earning and making a living and giving your, you know, a true knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah.
It took me some time to get rid of this concept that I'm like I should be poor
Yeah.
to teach. I should be poor and I should be like suffering. You
Yeah.
know, capoeira masters, many capoeira, they suffer. You know, and no, you know, it took me some time to get in place. No, I want also to give good future for my kids and good future for the teachers that I help them. You know,
Yeah.
I helped
100%.
this guy to be a capoeira teacher, and I want him to have good life, respected, you know, and it shouldn't be like, whoa, uh,
Yeah.
so, you
You're
know,
making
so
money, blah blah. Yeah.
yeah, to beg for money, you know. Respect is in this modern world, be respected, part of it. You know, in old days, you would clean the master's house and give him rice and make him food,
Yeah.
you know, 100 to 100 years ago. But today, it's different. You know,
100%.
you pay the academy. So you pay the academy. The teacher can rent a better academy for you, can bring a visitor from Brazil, bring his own master, help his own master, and some money.
Yeah.
You know, can bring his equipment to class.
Yeah.
You know, can make nice
Prove the
clothes
classes.
for
Yeah.
you. So I, I I'm so happy I got rid of this thing of pity. I'm so, you know, I'm so poor. To be
Yeah.
a capoeira teacher, you have to be so poor and miserable. No, yeah,
100%.
that's.
I agree.
I'm so happy I'm not there anymore.
Yeah, yeah, and I put the example a while ago where I made an episode of saying like, there's nothing wrong for us to make a living from capoeira, and I put
Exactly.
there and on the episode like, do you imagine if Mr. Pastinha was alive today's days, and then he wouldn't die how he died. He died poor and living on a little house, blind, just on a little mattress. And I was like,
Yeah,
with all his knowledge that he had and how important he was
yeah,
on his time, if we bring him to the future, he will be the master.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. But capoeira had a long way, a long journey,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
today it's got its place here in Israel. Capoeira is really respected. People that teach capoeira is respected people.
yes,
People with a lot of knowledge and good people, and the community really respect the capoeira teacher, which is great.
amazing. Yeah,
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 like I heard once I heard Mr. Camilo said, I would like that every son, I liked it so much, every son of capoeira teacher would be proud at his father.
yeah,
And I liked it so much. It's so like this is his goal. And I said, wow, yeah, yeah, I would like it also. I would like my son to be proud at his father. I would like all the teachers that I helped them to be a teacher, that their kids would be proud at his father, that he is a capoeira teacher. He's respected is in his community.
100%, 100%. Because it's a lot of work, it's a lot of effort, and
Yeah.
I also tell some of my friends, like everybody wants to be a leader, but nobody wants to get the consequences. The sacrifices, the hours,
Mhm.
and then the effort, the energy that you have to put there. Because I mean, you've been doing this, the course, just speaking from the course, is all the energy that you have to put in, and
Yeah.
from my perspective, that needs to be acknowledge and respect it, and because
Yeah.
it's a lot of
Yeah.
effort, it's a lot of energy.
Yeah. That's
And
it.
yeah, and uh now that we came back to the course, uh what was the like overall objective of the instructor course, like building good teachers or building the capoeira community or everything together? What was your
Yeah.
objective?
Well, we were we were really a really strong community already.
Okay.
Okay, we were like a magnet. We were living together, training every day. We were very strong. The force was really strong in us. And then the idea was of the instructor course is just to make you professional as a teacher. That was the idea.
Okay.
That was the idea. The idea of the instructor course was really to make you professional, make you students. A student come to your academy is going to stay. You're going to become professional. He's going to improve so fast. Your classes will be so going to be so much fun. Fun is fun is tricky.
Yeah,
Fun is not making people giving people something that they're gonna enjoy themselves. No, fun is first safety.
I like
People,
that.
if it's not safety, then you cannot be available to relax and have fun. So it's first start with safety, and then fun is not only joking around and playing. It's learning. If you don't learn, it's not fun anymore. you
True.
know so so the instructor course is about safety, it's about fun and about learning. It's many things. There's many things in the instructor course that puts it all together to be to make to help you to make better work, build a better community, give better classes. That's was the idea. And it
Yeah,
just
yeah,
worked.
yeah. And it's something also that we can see it from the outside, because the I follow on Instagram a bunch of your teachers, and every single class that uses that system, it works, and is big classes, and is the proof is out there. So it
Yeah.
works, and I really like it.
You know what? I see all the capoeira community all over the world. I see huge improvement
Oh,
in the
totally,
level of classes.
totally, yes.
It's there's a huge, like, people learn from each other. They travel, they see, and I'm so happy with it. Some guys do the instructor course, but sometimes they just search for knowledge and look around what different people do. And I'm so happy capoeira is improving very much.
100%.
The level of classes today that people give the new generations of capoeiristas is great classes, really, really nice, to see when I go to an event and see all the classes and organized well, and people know what they're going to teach. They
Yeah,
come with an idea, I'm going to teach something, and it's great, it's great.
that's amazing. Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's really cool to see how we're using technology for this, and we are improving ourselves to grow better as a capoeiristas, as a teachers,
yeah,
as a professionals. And I
yeah,
think, and you guys are a big part of that too, because you guys educating instructors and the capoeira community how to be professional with this.
yeah. Yeah, thanks my friend, thank you,
Yeah,
thank you.
always,
Great.
always. And what would you think to wrap it up to finish? Because I know you probably tired because you came back from from teaching too.
A long day.
Yeah, yeah. And what would be an important tool to grow a capoeira school? And of course the instructor course matters a lot, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
good tool.
yeah. The first thing I would tell all your listeners, first, I'm going to repeat it. If it's
Yeah.
burning inside of you and you want to teach, start teaching. Don't
Yes.
wait. Someone will tell you you should, you're allowed to teach. No, do your garage trainings. Find few friends. Try it. Give it a try. And then if you see it works, then try to improve your methodology. Maybe you do instructor course, maybe not.
Yeah.
But first thing is, I would encourage you guys, if you it burns inside of you, you want to teach, then go for it. This is, I would say, this is my the most important thing for capoeira today, because there's a lot of good capoeiristas and there's a lack of teachers, and capoeira should overcome. Capoeira is such a great art. It's when you see martial arts, then capoeira is the king of martial arts, because it's really,
100%.
really art. It's really
Yes.
art. Musician and a dancer and a fighter and an acrobat and everything. Capoeira is so great, so great. People cannot believe how great it is.
Yes.
So if you people should meet capoeira in its best. And if you have the passion, you feel the force in you, go for
Do it.
it, my friend.
Yes.
Go
Yeah.
for it. Go for it. If you need some encouragement, call me. Okay, but you start with something. So this is the message I would like to give. If you ask me what message I would like to pass and how you start teaching it, yeah, this is, you just start,
Yes.
you're never gonna be good enough.
Yeah,
You're
that's
never
true.
gonna, you're never gonna be. It's like me training capoeira. I always train and always learn. It's
Yeah.
the same with teaching. It's endless. It's something that you start and you're gonna improve with time. If you don't start, you will not gonna improve.
Yeah, that's true.
So just
100%.
so just go for it, and start teaching and spread capoeira and do your best. Be responsible. Be responsible.
Responsible is a
That's
big
what
one.
happened with me. I told you that's what happened. No one believed me. Everybody said, "Oh, you shouldn't teach. You're a foreigner. You're not a Brazilian. You're not in high level. You're not a master. You shouldn't teach." And that helped me, because I had to prove myself.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You use that as a motivation. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
you think I
I
can?
really,
I want to show you.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. And now look, the success that you built for
Yeah,
all this time. That's
yeah.
amazing.
So today, if I never tell anyone, don't do, you're not allowed, I remember what happened to me.
Yes.
This guy that you think you're gonna tell him, and in the Volta do Mundo, he's gonna be better than you. He's gonna a really nice community he's gonna build, and he's gonna do really good for capoeira. And maybe one day you're gonna be his special guest. So don't say anything, criticize, just help him. If you think you can help him, help him. If not, don't give him bad energy. Just
Exactly. Yeah.
that's
That's awesome.
That's it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, Mestre, thank you very much. Thank you very much for sharing your knowledge and your
Thank
information.
you a lot. Call me again one day. We
Yes.
talk about different stuff, not only instructors.
For sure. Yeah. I like I said before, we can talk about capoeira for hours, and there's always something that we can talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend. It was really fun talking with you.
Yes.
I hope
Same.
I'm going to meet you in the States one day.
We will, or me on Israel. I would love to go there too.
Yeah. Well, you come to Israel, you have a really nice places to stay.
Thank you very much.
A lot of capoeira.
That's awesome.
Really nice rodas every day.
That's so cool. I can't
Every
wait
day
for.
you just go from one roda to the other, and just come here. We're gonna have fun.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I can't wait for me to all this pandemic be over and we can start traveling.
Food is great. The water in the beach
too.
now.
Man.
The water in the Mediterranean now is 32 degrees. You go to the water and you cannot go out. It's so great. It's hot here in the summer, really hot. But it's fun. Just come.
Nice.
Visit us.
No, that's going to be on the list for the next couple places I'm gonna go. Thank you very much, Mestre. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Mestre. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for getting this far. Remember, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up on Facebook or YouTube. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is going to help us and help me to get bigger numbers and bigger subscribers so we can give more information. Okay, please, if you're listening, I know you're listening, I know you're watching, please give me a subscribe, give me a like. Okay, I know you're watching right here or listening. All right, have an amazing day. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening every single episode, especially the episode we just did. All right, thank you so much. Peace.